There we go. So sorry about that. You know, I was told not to even, there we go. I was told not to look and make sure that it was on, but there were a couple of weeks where it wasn't happening so well, so I'm back to kind of checking it out, but that's okay. So this week we're looking at ra'eh, which means to see or to behold. And the first line I think we'll talk about today, because first of all, I think it's a fascinating concept within Judaism, and it's something that I think we should think of often, which is blessings. It's blessings and curses, but perhaps both of them can be thought of in the same way. So the first line of the Torah portion is, behold, I set before you blessing and curse. And, you know, basically the Torah portion says you follow the commandments, things will go well for you and you'll be blessed. If you don't follow the commandments, obviously all of these horrible things are going to happen, and that leads to curses. But what's curious about the way that it's written is the first word re'eh is in the singular, but it says before them, it says lifnechem, before you, which is plural. So it says re'eh, look, and then it says lifnechem, before you. And the big question is, why is re'eh in the singular and why is lifnechem in the plural? And there's a wonderful teaching from the Kotzker Rebbe, one of my faves. Last week we actually learned from the Kotzker as well. So the Kotzker explained that while the Torah is given to everyone, it was placed lifnechem, before everybody, so that every single person has the Torah and every single person was presented with it. Each person only beholds in it that which he's capable of seeing. So the reason why it says behold in the singular is you as an individual are going to be able to learn from anything what you can learn from it, which is different than what I would learn from it. And that each of us individually has to come into it in our own way. And I think that's a wonderful teaching. Hello, sis. A wonderful teaching to, you know, think about the idea that all of us don't have to react the same way to anything. Each of us has our own individual way that we interact with the world. And even though we're all given the kind of the same materials, it's up to each one of us to do with those materials what we can do to the best of our ability. And I just love the idea that we're all given the same stuff, but we all react to it differently, and we all have different ways of understanding any material, whether it's academic material, whether it's the Torah, or whether it's just things that are happening to us. I mean, how can it be that two people can have the same thing happen to them, but they experience it completely differently? Because each one of us as an individual is completely separate and completely unique. And that uniqueness is something to celebrate. In addition, you know, there is this, I guess, understanding of life as just being either black and white, that there's blessings and curses. There's even a teaching in this book where I found the Kotzker Rebbe one that says, blessings and curses are polar opposites. Make sure that you do not conduct yourself somewhere in between the two, for there are only a blessing and a curse. There is no middle course. And that is by, I can't even read that. I think it's Forno who said that, from the 16th century. And I wouldn't agree with that at all. I mean, I don't believe that we live our lives in a black and white, blessing or curse, good or bad, yes or no. My personal experience of life is that most of it's gray, and that we need to embrace the gray, like my shirt, I guess. We need to embrace the gray in life, and that there are moments of blessing, there are moments where we may feel cursed, but indeed, we exist most of the time somewhere in the middle of that. We don't exist all in good, and we don't exist all in bad, but that we find that balance. And this has been a subject that I've talked about in here many times over the last couple of years, of this inclination for good, inclination for evil. They're always battling each other, but it seems to me that there's a lot of other teachings that say, you really should be taking the middle road, and you shouldn't be veering off one side or the other too much. So that teaching by Sforno actually caught me by surprise, because I don't believe that we should either live in blessings or curses. First of all, I think that would drive us crazy. Heightened moment. The heightened moments feel heightened because we don't always live that way. And so, I don't know, it seems to me that we can do things to the best of our ability, like the Kotzker Rebbe says. Sometimes we won't get to that blessing, and sometimes we won't get all the way to the curse, but it's okay to live in that gray middle ground that is a part of all of our lives and is most of the time. Now, that being said, I do believe that our lives are made up of experiences of blessing and experiences of curse. But I'm not so sure that they're so far apart. Because in every experience we have, if we're really thinking about it and we're really mindful of what's happening, which is very difficult to do as we make our way through our regular lives all the time, that those moments of blessing get us to think about how blessed we are and can lead us to a moment of gratitude. It warms your heart when you're blessed and you feel blessed. We'll be saying it later today, may I feel blessed, may I feel safe. The feelings of safety and feelings of blessing is something that reminds you how precious life is and how incredible those moments can be. But then I can say the same thing on curses. Curses, or negative things that happen to us, also remind us of the beauty of our lives. And it can also be a catalyst for change for the better. Now, that being said, both blessings and curses could be a change towards the negative side as well. But I like to think that all of our experiences, if we're thoughtful about our lives, if we want to interpret what happens to us or delve into the hello Valerie, delve into the depths of our experiences, both blessings and curses give us lessons to learn. Both blessings and curses give us kind of a compass by which we can live. We know we want to stay away from that, right? That is something I'm not interested in having as a part of my life, referring to curses. And that is something I aspire to, which are blessings. Both of them come as a result of our actions, I think. Sometimes blessings and curses come to us from outside of us, but most of the time, our blessings come from things we've done, things we've experienced, relationships that we've cultivated. And curses also come from things we've done, relationships that we have soured perhaps, when we act in a way that brings about these curses. If we're acting in a way that perhaps is irresponsible, or we're acting in a way that's illegal, or we're doing something that's unethical, and those curses can come from that. No, I don't want you to get me wrong. I'm not the kind that believes that our actions necessarily result in the desired outcome. In other words, there's a lot of people, or the assumed outcome. There's a lot of people who, for lack of a better way to say it, are bad actors in the world, and they never have curses happen to them. They go through their lives and everything's rosy. or they go through their lives and they don't have any major curses that happen to them, and they feel and take advantage of the blessings they have in their lives. And, excuse me, I've also met people that try to do good their whole lives and feel as if they're cursed. Illnesses, tragedies, things that happen that are way beyond our control. To a person that has tried to live their lives righteously, they may feel as if they're being punished for the good things that they're doing. So this idea that our curses and our blessings are tied to what we do, and our curses and our blessings remind us of who we are, and our curses and our blessings allow us to grow. So both of them, I believe, are desired in our lives. I'd like to have a lot more blessings than curses, but it's those difficult times. You make it through the difficult times, and you certainly do feel as if you came out stronger. You feel as if you came out learning something. And sometimes we learn a lot more from our curses than we even do our blessings, because we might take our blessings for granted. I like to believe that both of them are learning moments. Both of them are discovery moments as to who we are and how we've lived our lives. So, okay, let's get into our quiet time now. Just going to breathe. We're just going to be. I'm not going to try to solve anything. I'm not going to try to make a difference in the world in these next 15 minutes. Just going to go quiet. Be still. Take a moment to just get out of this world, get out of the blessings and the curses, and just live. As it'll say in a Torah portion in a couple of weeks, choose life. We're just living. We're just breathing. We're listening to our heartbeat. We're listening to our breath. We're feeling how our breath goes inside of our bodies. Here's my opening yawn. We're ready. We're just allowing everything to be just as it is for now. in our last several minutes together, especially appropriate given what I talked about earlier. We ask for two feelings to come over us. May I feel blessed, and may I feel safe. For 2 years, we've really been talking about safety, staying safe. Those to end all my letters. Stay safe. Sometimes we feel more safe than others, but may I feel safe. May I feel blessed. I'd like to think that we're always aware of the blessings that are in our lives, but I know that's not true. Sometimes we need a little nudge, need a little reminder. May I feel blessed, because I am blessed. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe. And with each breath, offer yourselves the feeling of safety, feeling of blessing. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe. If you'd like to offer this to somebody you love or somebody you know, just put them in your mind's eye in front of you and offer to them. May you feel blessed. May you feel safe. May you feel safe. May you feel blessed. Feel blessed. May you feel safe. May you feel safe. May you feel blessed. Let's just bring it back to ourselves for a moment. May I feel blessed. May I feel safe. May I feel safe. May I feel blessed. May I feel blessed, and may I feel safe. And just to bring ourselves full circle, we just concentrate on our breath for our final moments. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you were able to find stillness and peace. And may you feel blessed. May you feel safe. May you have a wonderful evening. See you tomorrow.